from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
More financial relief coming for tenants and landlords in Virginia, and T-Mobile officially arrives in eastern Henrico. We'll have details about those stories in today's Henrico News Minute for Wednesday, February 17th, 2021. It's brought to you today by Henrico County.
And now for the news.
The Virginia Rent Relief Program will add $524 million in federal funding to help Virginians affected by the pandemic stay in their homes. Governor Ralph Northam made that announcement yesterday. The RRP is funded through the Emergency Rental Assistance Program included in the recent federal stimulus package, and it'll assist households and landlords with rent payments to help avoid evictions. The state is depositing $160 million into the fund immediately to increase housing stability statewide, and it'll make additional funding available based upon need. The program will be administered by the Department of Housing and Community Development. Tenants who are interested in applying should check their eligibility by completing a self-assessment at dhcd.virginia.gov/eligibility or dialing 211. Some may be eligible for rent arrears payments back to April 1st of last year and up to 3 months of payments into the future. The total payments can't exceed 15 months of rental assistance per household. For the third straight day yesterday, Henrico's new daily number of COVID-19 cases remained below 90. The county reported 81 new cases yesterday, and its 7-day moving count per day declined all the way down to 102. The last time the county reported 3 consecutive days with fewer than 90 new cases each day was December 1st through 3rd. Almost 55,000 Henrico residents now have received at least one dose of COVID vaccine, and more than 12,600 are fully vaccinated. Yesterday, the state's new centralized pre-registration website for COVID vaccines went live. It is located at vaccinate.virginia.gov. It allows people to pre-register online, access additional information about the rollout, and check to ensure that they are pre-registered after the fact. If you've already pre-registered prior to yesterday through your local health district, you're automatically in the system. All that data was transferred over, and your status has not been impacted. Now, today, the state is launching a hotline staffed by some 750 people to help register people by phone and answer questions related to COVID-19 and the vaccination process. We'll have details about what that number is on henricocitizen.com later today. There was also some good news on the vaccine front yesterday. White House officials announced that they will increase the weekly supply of doses to states from 11 million to 13.7 million, and also will double the direct supply to pharmacies from 1 million to 2 million each week. That's good news in general, and likely to mean an increase in the 6,300 doses that the Richmond and Henrico health districts have been receiving weekly. It's also good news for folks trying to get vaccinated at CVS locations in Virginia, which last week received a total of 26,000 doses. We don't know exactly how many more they may start getting in the future as a result of yesterday's announcement. Also yesterday, Moderna announced that it will deliver its second 100 million doses of vaccine to the U.S. government by the end of May, and its third 100 million by the end of July. Johnson & Johnson is expected to earn emergency use approval for its vaccine February 26th. That's just a one-dose vaccine, and it could deliver as many as 30 million doses by sometime in April. By the end of May, Pfizer also will have delivered 200 million doses. In total, that's enough vaccine to fully inoculate 280 million people. The 18 and over population of the U.S. is estimated to be about 254 million. T-Mobile has officially opened its 131,000 square foot customer care center in the former Sam's Club building at the Shops at White Oak Village in eastern Henrico. A North Carolina company purchased the site in November 2019 through an affiliate, then converted the space into Class A office space for T-Mobile, which is moving 500 employees from its location in Short Pump to the site. It also has plans to add more than 500 additional employees eventually. The $30 million makeover was completed between last February and October. A bipartisan bill to mandate an in-person learning option is facing some pushback from Republican leadership in the Virginia House. The bill already passed the full Senate, and it took one step closer to reaching the House floor for a vote when it advanced out of the Education Subcommittee in the House of Delegates on Monday with bipartisan support. But some Republican leaders spoke out against the bill after the meeting, making it unclear if the bipartisan support will continue. Now, the original bill that left the Senate simply said that each school division would be required to make in-person learning options available to all students. But the House Education Subcommittee, chaired by Henrico's Schuyler Van Valkenburg, attached a sunset clause to it so that it would only last 1 year, an effort, according to Van Valkenburg, to ensure that the bill focuses on schools in COVID-19 only. The substitute in the House also adds a mandate to provide virtual and in-person learning options, but clarifies that hybrid learning, a combination of the two, is an acceptable option. Local school districts still would have the majority of the decision-making power, but they would be required to follow the Centers for Disease Control's guidelines for in-school safety. You can read more on this topic at henricocitizen.com by clicking on News and then General Assembly. Henrico County Public Schools yesterday opened the application process for its 2021-22 Early Learning Preschool program. The program is designed to provide a preschool environment for children in Henrico who will be 4 years old by September 30th. If you're interested, you can submit an application and the required documents online at henricoschools.us/preschool. Applicants will be contacted by the school system to complete the process. If you have questions, you can email preschool@henrico.k12.va.us or call 328-8104. Children are not guaranteed acceptance into the program, and admittance is not conducted on a first-come, first-served basis. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Henrico County's Broadband Survey. Henrico County is gathering information about internet access and speed in various locations throughout the county and needs your help. You can visit speedtest.henrico.us to participate.